play, kid, you out of line.
Next guy, 6'3", number 0, Tyrese Maxey.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Now, we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Aaron Gordon out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Kelly Oubre out there with Embiid, and it's George in at the 3 spot. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
Here's Murray. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Now, here's Maxey. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Watson finds Murray. Holmes with a screen on Maxey. Murray, no good. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. When asking him about their key to success, he immediately pointed to Jamal Murray. Coach said he's the conductor of their operation. If you want to slow them down, you go for the head of the snake, and that's Jamal. Keying in on the orchestrator sounds like a good plan. We'll see if they execute it. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And here is Murray after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Watson for 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Well, Greg, we know at his feet, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brown, the pass to Holmes. Pass to Murray. Out to the wing. Brown, wide open. Kicks it out to Gordon. Will it go? Rebound by the 76ers.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Maxey outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Philadelphia. Here now, the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The Nuggets third.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
Now here's Murray. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Watson kicks to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Maxey. Outside, George. Gordon against Embiid. Over Gordon. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Wide open look here for Murray. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Murray's got 5 points so far.
At the arc, Murray is all business, knocking down a confident shot.
Here's Oubre, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Murray against Maxey. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help, the more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. Brown finds Murray. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Grimes. There's the drive. And the rejection by Holmes. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good from outside.
You have to defend the 3-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Kevin?
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Driving to the basket.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Free throw line jump shot, and he hits the jump shot. Murray's got 9 points.
And the mid-range seeming effortless for Murray. He's got a touch that makes that shot a good option for him.
Here's Embiid, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And going vertical, Murray's one of those guys with that sneaky athleticism.
Right wing, outside, Maxey, 3-pointer, buries the long-range jumper. 11 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got Bruce Brown. He's out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. It's Najee in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Brown.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's George, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jones from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
Look, I know it's easier said than done, but you've got to just move on. You can't dwell on it and let it affect the next performance.
Here's Brown, and it comes off the front of the rim. The 76ers leading by 13. Drummond dishes to George. Again, Philadelphia.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And some changes here for the 76ers. Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Edgecombe in for Jared McCain. And the Nuggets making a change here. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The shot's good. Murray's got 13.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
Philadelphia with the ball. So here we are, Greg, for another clash between these two teams, the second in a row. We'll see many adjustments.
No question. They learned a lot about one another in that first game, and I expect they both fine-tune their approaches here tonight.
Edgecombe, no good. The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray right side. Here's Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A power move by Hardaway. Not just a jump shooter, folks, though he does like that jump shot.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Barlow. Here's Edgecombe. And here's George for 3. Sinks the triple. 10 points for him.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Hardaway for 3. Kept alive. Here's Najee. Lays it up and banks it in. Najee's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. The 76ers, another 3.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Now here's Murray. He's got 13. Here's Najee. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Najee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Trendon Watford's checked in for the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey comes in for George. And then for Denver, Holmes checked in, and it's Aaron Gordon in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Brown. Watson kicks to Gordon. Nailed from three-point land.
2 minutes.
Gordon's got 5 now.
And when Gordon is knocking down shots off the catch, it just opens up his entire game.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Now Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Down low. Oh, Embiid, too tough inside.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Now Watson puts up a three. The shot will not fall.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
I love the determination of Tyrese Maxey. Has turned himself into a natural scorer, and he is always hunting the next bucket.
And so here's Denver. 76ers getting the bucket. Deep two from Murray. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Maxey. Embiid with the screen on Murray. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, Embiid is a big alley-oop threat, so it's good to see his teammates find him out there.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Pass to Brown. .35 seconds left in the second quarter. For three, Murray. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Watford, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Embiid with the steal. Here's Maxey. From the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Maxey's got 7 now in this quarter. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. 76ers ahead, delivering the blowout. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Philadelphia 76ers.
I think they've been smart in their approach, guys. I mean, finding ways to set up ready shooters. And if you don't have it, just make the extra pass.
And more often than not, the right guys are getting fed.
And we've got the playoff picture starting to come into focus now. So let's take a look at the Eastern Conference.
A look here now at the 76ers. They're dealing with some challenges, no doubt about it. They have talent, but maybe not as much as they thought they had. The effort's been spotty. It's been a learning year for this organization.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Embiid is out there with Oubre, and it's George in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Murray. Pass to Holmes. Murray against Maxey. Stolen by George. Now, here's Maxey. Defense right on him. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brown the pass to Murray. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Maxey. To the paint. Here's Oubre. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon. Second personal foul.
And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
Free throw, good, Oubre. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Here's Maxey, following the score by Jamal Murray. Oubre on the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's George. Rebounded by Holmes.
Well, after nailing the first three out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Here's Maxey. He's got 20. Pass to Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. The three from George. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 13.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Denver calls timeout. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. Jamal Murray third.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
Well, when the game has made the three-point shot so important, these point guards have all added that. This is an impressive list.
So it's Denver now, after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Embiid kicks to Oubre. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Watson. Count that one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And here is Murray. He's got 18. Pass to Holmes. Now Gordon, covered by Oubre. Takes a 3. Holmes, good. Holmes got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And it's good for 2. He's got 10.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brown the pass to Gordon. From 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Brown against George. Back to Brown. That 3 off the mark. Philadelphia's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. And they double up Embiid. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
And this is exactly what Paul George does out there. He uses all of that skill to pick apart the defense.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. Zeke Najee's checked in for the Nuggets. Brown comes in for Murray. And the 76ers call time here. The 76ers have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Oubre, right side. Here's Grimes, covered by Brown. 4 on the shot clock. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Nuggets ball.
With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move.
Well, I think for the Sixers, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jones comes in for Peyton Watson. Hardaway is subbed in for Christian Brown. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Back to you.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Murray's checked in for Denver. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Maxey with it. He's got 20. Embiid finds Oubre. And the 3-ball is good. Oubre's got 8 here in the quarter.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
29 seconds left in the third. Murray outside. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's Maxey outside. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Jones. Bruce Brown is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Hardaway. It's Najee in at the center position. Now McCain. Drummond with a screen on Murray. To the middle. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Now here's Brown. This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well, kind of the culprit.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we've had in the postseason, even going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers' 4 straight finals appearances.
Brown kicks to Jones. Murray outside. From the line, it's hauled in by the 76ers.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's good from long range.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Murray. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'm telling you, he is doing absolutely everything he can out there. He's just not getting enough help.
Back to McCain. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Drummond. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Jones, no one around him. On target from 13 feet. Jones has got his first bucket of the night. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Here's Barlow. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Murray. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Inside, here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. McCain against Murray. No good with the triple.
Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there is enough game left to make corrections.
Out to the right wing. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside Hardaway. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Outside Edwards. Here's Grimes. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Nuggets have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Outside Hardaway. Here's Najee. Gets a very good look and converts.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
And so here is Philadelphia. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. Nuggets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Murray against Drummond. Shot from free throw range. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Murray's got 24.
And there's the smooth jumper from Murray. That is always a weapon.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Philadelphia.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyrese Maxey.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
Here's Murray. 76ers getting the bucket. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The shot missing. Walker with some nice D. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Grimes with it. Murray on him. And here's Watson. Takes the 13-footer. Yep, that one goes.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Here's Grimes. For the three. Offline. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.